is not good for me. I have to work on my script.
Good morning. Just had to move my mic just a little bit over. Oh, it is Wednesday morning. It has been a hell of a night I had. I actually got some sleep for once, right? I actually fell asleep early for once in my life. So now I'm a lot more energetic, right? I don't talk about my private life too much, or maybe at all, really. Uh, I usually can't sleep a lot of the time. So for me to deal with that, I usually either stay up a whole night and just kind of just, I stay up a whole night or whatever, or a whole day. And then usually the day after or whatever, I go to sleep for most of the day just so I can recoup all the sleep I lost. Because I generally don't sleep well. I usually can sleep between like 6 hours to maybe like 6 hours to like almost 10, 12 hours. Or I've slept like 14, 16 hours back when the whole pandemic was a thing, right? When the pandemic was a whole thing, I used to sleep like 16 hours, 18 hours a day. It was the time to be alive. Sorry, give me a second. I need to crack my back a bit. So what are we covering today? Right? What is our goal of today's stream? Well, we're gonna obviously cover the stuff that happened on Local Live yesterday. I have a video more or less in the work that's gonna come out probably at the stream about that whole situation. Obviously, we're gonna watch the stream on top of that, right? Because I felt that it was very bullshit. But obviously, our main focus is gonna be on the Becky stream, right? That they had yesterday. Now we're probably gonna watch the entirety, not the whole thing. We're only gonna really watch part where Becky's involved, and then we're supposed to where she decided to quit, and then we're gonna skip a little bit ahead of that, and then we're gonna probably move over to Local Live, and then probably after we finish Local Live stuff, we're probably may watch Mafia Moker just for a bit of time, and then probably just you know call it a stream there, right? Mm. And if you're not aware, I'm drinking some black coffee, cream, just pure black coffee, no cream, no sugar, no nothing, right? That's just how I like my coffee. That's how I, always have liked my coffee, no cream, no sugar. Because I'm pretty sure, people who drink coffee without cream or sugar are medically insane. But let's get into what happened with Becky Boo last night. What happened to good old Becky? Well, Becky was supposed to do a punishment, and in that punishment, she was supposed to go to Walmart, hold up a sign, and say that I spread for bread. Pretty funny in my eyes, right? I mean, see, like we're not sure, right, if she did or did not do it, or but really, the story is that she may have done it, but she couldn't done it. Like, there's a lot of weird, like, moving parts. There's like saying that, maybe she did go to Texas. Maybe her aunt was sick, but then she admitted it. Like, well, she isn't sick, but then she went on like, well, who has the right to know about that? Then she went on a whole rant and tirade. It was just a mess. It was a mess in the making, right? It was a slog fest to watch through those couple streams because we couldn't really tell what was true, what was false, what was scripted, obviously. And in the case of the doxing with Psycho Mom, Psycho Mom more or less kind of revealed that it was not fake, but everybody was trying to play it off as fake. So it kind of, in my eyes, I saw it as the doxing was real for the most part, but then they try to script it and try to fake everything after that, and they try to gaslight people or do a psyop to make people think it's not fake. But then, but then the way Psycho Mom explained it a little further, kind of weird. Now that the whole thing about Xylee made a point saying that, well, the way she was acting, but then it's highly a credible person to believe because he works with these people and probably has, probably knows what's going on more behind the scenes. So, if you want to believe her, go ahead. That she says is all fake. I don't think so. I think she's just trying to cover everybody's asses because if it is true, right, and what I think it is true, even if script or whatever, if it is true that the script that Becky did docs, well then it looks bad. Regardless, even if you say, oh, it's scripted, like why would you script a doxing? Like that's just not right. Regardless, right? There's a couple things that you don't fake, right? Unless there's like a rhyme or a reason, but even then you still don't do it. So then, obviously, getting back into current events, right? Now, yesterday's stream, I did a video this morning. I uploaded it. Basically, it was just going over that, Local Live was sick of Becky, or the whole universe was sick of Becky. Everybody's been sick of Becky for like the last couple months, and here we are now. And supposedly she quit. Supposedly. Now, do I believe she quit? No. Wrong stream. I don't believe she supposedly quit. I just don't believe she did. I just don't think she did quit. Right? Because there's been constantly, this whole thing. There's everybody quitting at one point and then getting rehired. It's only like sort of an exception to the rule, which it's like Grace and Links for the most part. Right? But even then, like you know what I mean. So, but I don't think she's fired. They say she's fired. I don't think she's fired. I think that's just fake. Unless we'll see what happens tonight and see if she is fired and it's that we have evidence proof that she is quitting. It could all just be completely fake. We've seen this happen a number of times, and there is a voice clip somewhere. I actually have it on hand. We will probably watch that voice clip later on the stream. Yeah, so that voice clip was later on the stream. Also, there was the fact that Archie supposedly quit. I watched Local Tech Talk. Kim kind of more or less convinced him to not quit, and it was really just like RTU kind of just piss off about him being roped in and being made fun of. Well, not made fun of, but it was just him being roped in and him being, he didn't like the vibe. He didn't like it. He didn't like the whole scripting. He did not like the dramatic. He said it to everybody, like he does not want to get involved, and that is props to RTU. And and it's right. RTU should not get involved with all that shit. He should just do his own show and just be happy, because he will end up making a lot of money no matter what. And then the whole thing about time, which I think didn't really matter. So. All right, let's get into the stream.
We are live. We are live. We are live. So, I am Keemstar, for those of you that know, some of you that may not know. And I went through hell and back today. Absolute hell. As you know, Becky was supposed to do a punishment. She did a punishment last night of cleaning her room, and she had a full meltdown, right? But we got through it. I thought today was going to be a better day. Today's punishment is she needed to hold a sign at Walmart saying she spreads for bread because she lied to all of us that her aunt was sick and she had to fly to Texas to take care of her aunt. She was gone for like 4 days. Billy the Fridge had to cover for her. Zayzuda had to cover for her. My lovely Brantley had to cover for her. And then she got back and lied to us. She said, the aunt was sick. The truth was some guy paid her money to fly down and suck and fuck and all that.
Now,
right? So we didn't deserve to get.
Now, Becky did try to, like, what did Becky say? Or just her attitude about other people covering. It sounded like she wasn't grateful, right? The way she acted towards, like, Brantley, Billy, and Xylee was like, she it seemed at first she faked being grateful, and then her true colors came out where she was like, like, she acted like they were beneath her. Like, I particularly don't like Zayzuda, but at least Zayzuda isn't lying, right? She's a pick me girl, whatever, right? She's whatever. But at least they dude is sort of like on as a what he is. And then in the case of like Billy, like it's Billy the Frizz, you get what you get with him. And then in the case of like sorry. And in the case of Brantley, I mean Brantley is just Keemstar's girl Keemstar's woman. Like if you're looking down on your boss wife, that doesn't look good on you. Like what's with you?
Lied to. She had to do punishments. Today, she's supposed to hold the sign, again, spread for bread, at a Walmart. And her ex-boyfriend, Review Tech USA, is supposed to be filming her in the Discord, right? And she was going to call into the Discord, hold the sign for the punishment. Well, it's been a whole fiasco. Becky has taken, and I am not even joking, ladies and gentlemen, Becky has taken at least 3.5 hours of my day. At least. All right? She's calling me and Mike. We've been on the phone with her for hours and hours and hours. I don't want to do this. You're pushing my boundaries, and this is too far. And da da da. You know what else is pushing a boundary, Becky?
Lying. Speed this up just a little bit.
Lying. You know, like, bro, like this is what you signed up for. This is lolcow queens. All right. You shaved off your eyebrows. You did all this other stuff. I don't feel comfortable doing this. We don't care. All right. Either fucking do it or quit.
My own experience in being in a position of power, or I just talking to people who have been in a position of power, they have told me that I like in one of my jobs, right? Like I remember a manager and I was talking, and like one of the guys there was just like called the manager like throughout like at the work hours constantly, and then on the weekend he would do the same. And I thought he was joking at first, so I got this particular coworker did the same with me. Like he would call me up every other day talking about other people at the job. And most people would have just been like, grow the fuck up, right? Because like you're an adult at that point. Like why are you calling your manager after work every other hour throughout the day? It's very annoying. And now for the punishments, it's like Becky, come on, like you think that you're an exception to the punishment? Like everybody was gonna get punished, no matter what.
Now, as you know, Review Tech USA called in, and I think it was Sunday night or whatever, and they were talking about when they were doing the sign, her holding the sign or whatever, and they agreed to meet at a certain Walmart, and they both had an understanding which the Walmart was. Well, today all of a sudden, Rich is saying he doesn't want to meet at Becky's Walmart. Becky's saying she doesn't want to meet at Rich's Walmart. And it's a whole they're arguing back and forth at which Walmart they need to go to. All right. And they're not coming to a fucking conclusion. And fucking Becky's quit like 3 or 4 times, and then she's back. And finally I had enough. And I sent a big long voice memo in the Discord saying, bro, these are full grown adults that can't figure this out. Right. You guys have to figure this out. So then they were in the Discord fighting back and forth. Becky quit the Discord, quit the show, quit everything. We were trying to get Zay Zudit, Billy the Fridge, like all these other people to run the show tonight.
She during the quit number of times throughout the day, which is really ridiculous.
Now, I'm not going to be here, but I have to at least get people all in the Discord or something. Let's see. Ladies.
Here's the box.
Yeah, because Tina can't run OBS and Mike is like
Tina,
pretty useless.
And Mike, you're a host.
But it's funny because Mike can't even drive. Mike doesn't even have a driver license, from what I understand, which is like
yours. Unfortunately, you're gonna have a LOLCOW Live logo, but that's fine. I'm sure you guys can deal with that.
That's fine. Keem, I need someone to teach me OBS like this week.
And I do have a little thing on there. Yeah, I will. I'll teach.
Okay, but Mike, like you had like at least a good month or two to learn OBS, even if you were just gonna be in the background, right, being a producer and a director. OBS is not hard to learn. Like OBS at first looks like, that a lot of parts move, and there is, but that's only if you make it complicated. Like OBS as a straightforward streaming software is really easy. It took me probably, like when I started to actually take this more serious, particularly streaming and learning how to do scenes and all that fun stuff. I think it took me like a good hour or two to figure out OBS. Especially when I started to do testing streams. Like it's better when you work with OBS. It's not hard, and it's usually better when you can do it on when you're doing a test stream. That's usually the best to learn OBS. Like when it's coming to learning how to use the hotkeys, learning how to use scenes, how to create multiple scenes within a scene. Like it's OBS is not hard to really learn or figure out. Y'all are just lazy and just don't want to do it.
Teach it to you. I have a little thing on there that shows any new members that come into Queens, but guys, let them know where fucking Becky's at, because I don't give a fuck, and I'm not talking to that bitch anymore. She ruined my day.
She really might.
I don't know where she is.
Like,
Yeah, what the fuck? We don't even know where she is.
This is a clusterfuck. Hey, this is a.
Well, welcome to the worst podcast of all local universe.
Yeah, that's fucking us now.
Fuck.
rip.
I don't know what we are supposed to do, you guys, okay? I'm sure Keem filled you guys in some of it, but honest to God, Becky has taken almost the entirety of our day. Oh.
You guys have made her cry. She jumped up and down. She quit 3 times. Oh, there's Rich.
There's
So
good
I'm just
old
making it official.
Deckers.
Where the fuck's Keemstar?
He gone.
In the car. I wanted to say this while you were streaming. I thought you were streaming before. I am in the car. I am in Walmart. I am waiting. I tried to call her. I texted her. It is definitely her number, like I said before, because their voicemail is her. Nothing. Nothing.
You don't see her anywhere?
No.
Nope.
No.
Can't
You
miss her.
sure
You can't miss her.
Yeah.
You show us that you're actually at Walmart, just so people, in case people ask.
You see that
Okay.
logo?
Yeah,
He's
there's
really right.
Walmart.
See?
She's probably in a shopping cart. Look for an electrical shopping cart coming across the fucking parkway.
Rich, how has your day been with Becky? Because it has been unbearable for me.
Listen. All right.
She knew.
She knew
And
the fucking Walmart, because here's the thing.
His
when she said it
baby
the other
mama's in
day,
the background.
I
Rich's
would have
baby
never
mama.
even thought of her Walmart. She's like, "Oh, I know where you want to meet." I didn't think she wanted me to meet at the other one.
she's been here.
You know what I mean? She's been here before too. So I'm thinking, all right, we're good. You know, and she's not really a fan of me. I'm not really a fan of her. And I'm thinking, like, I wasn't even in contact with her on Discord. So all of a sudden, she friends me on Discord last night. And at the 11th hour, she's like, "You're meeting me in Middletown, right?" I'm like, "Bitch, this is your punishment."
Stop.
Well, Middletown, I'm not saying where we are at now, but so yeah, it's a shit show. And I feel like she just did that to try to evade having to do this, which she may still do.
She kind of does. She actually
Watched the
does.
show about 7 times within the last 24 hours. Last night she quit. She quit a few times today.
I'll take your spot.
And listen, like the whole thing with
I'll
Keem,
take her
too, like the
spot.
only reason I already had something planned on Monday. I didn't even know she was getting a punishment. That's why I said Tuesday. It could have been Wednesday. It could have been Thursday. Who gives a shit? The only reason it couldn't have been Monday is I already had something going on before I even knew she had to do this shit.
She's not gonna do it.
Mind you, Rich, and regardless of how people feel about Rich, Rich is the family guy. Rich does take care of his kids very poorly, but he does take care of his kids. Becky is a single woman with no kids.
She wouldn't even clean her fucking room. She's not gonna go out in a fucking Walmart and fucking hold a sign. I'll never believe that.
Yeah,
Never.
No, I mean,
she
she-
texts and
so
fucking
she
asks
did.
for money. I mean, let's keep
Listen.
it real.
I didn't even believe that. She said she had a light bill. I said, "You fly all the way to Texas for a fucking light bill? You couldn't find no one in the fucking town? Holy shit!"
Yes, she would do that. She's nuts. All right, listen, I'll
She's
keep you
nuts.
updated. I'm giving her until like 8:30 at
I
the latest,
mean,
and then I'm out.
I mean, if she was
I'll wait.
hotter
I'll show you
and
up
somebody
here.
was paying
The
like
evidence
6
is on
figures
stream.
for those couple
I'll
days,
keep
I
you
can
guys
believe
updated. I'll
that,
talk to you later.
but no.
Thanks, Rich.
She's
It was
not
like
going,
5
Mike.
figures,
Shut the-
20
she's not going, Mike.
23,000.
Fucking hang that up, bro. She ain't.
Don't say that yet because there would be ramifications.
Yeah, because she's been doing it all fucking day, bro. What are you talking about? Well, I'm gonna go. I don't want to go. I don't want to be punished. I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I get punished? All fucking day, bro.
No, honestly, yeah. So last night after the show, we had a call with Becky, and she was furious that Keemstar made her clean her house on stream. She was mad about it. She was threatening to quit. She was crying. And while we were doing the show, I don't know if
Mind you, there's been a lot of mess up things on the whole universe, particularly when it's coming to Wings and Kelly. You know, and Boogie has taken some of the most roughest punishments. I don't see why she's above that. Like, you're not above any of that. Like, none of these people are, but they act like they
she was
are.
in character or what is going on. But no, she was furious. She was ready to quit the show. And we talked to her. And after about an hour, She was fine. And she was excited about doing this, like, punishment, she said. Last night, she was like, oh, it's going to be fun. I'm going to get a sign. It's going to be funny. I'm going to fuck with Rich. She was excited. And then we woke up. I would say this came about 3 in the morning, Tina, because you're in the group chat. You saw the message.
Yeah.
Like 3 in the morning, she's like, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing this fucking thing. And we're like, what happened now?
She used some big words on y'all motherfuckers. That's all I got to say.
I guess.
I didn't even, honest to God, I didn't even read it. I was so like disconnected from it. Let me read it and see exactly what she said last night. Jesus. So this was, it's been so much all day, you guys. Honestly.
Poor little Mike. Oh, Mike.
3 in the morning, she says, apparently Rich thought we were going to meet at a place 8 minutes from his house and an hour and 20 from mine. I'm not doing the punishment. I'm not going out of the way to get punished. It's one thing.
Oh, there's Becky. Shut the fuck up. What's up, Beck?
We were wrong.
Hi. I'm freezing. Hang on, let me put on my gloves.
Oh, fuck. She looks good as a whore.
Wait a minute, where are you?
I'm not outside of a Walmart, but I'm outside of a strip mall, just so that people don't know exactly where I am. So, here. Okay? Does it turn you? Oh, and if you guys are wondering why I'm not with Rich, he should have stayed to agreeing to meet at the original place we decided. Since he didn't show up there, neither did I.
Oh,
Is there anybody there to see this?
There's nobody there. The whole.
But it's pretty. You see, like the parking lot and stuff.
Yeah, there's nobody there. You're by yourself. How you spread for free?
I go into the actual Walmart if you want, but my phone's almost dead. But I could go there. You want me to go there?
Charge your phone?
I don't. Okay, this was kind of last minute. I don't have a charger. It's gonna take a little while. But
Oh
it's good
shit!
for now.
There's Rich.
Oh,
There's
fuck.
Rich. There's Rich.
And the
No,
show
the
really
whole
begins.
Discord knew that you were coming to the spot where you agreed to it. You were in a desolate parking lot by yourself, and I proved to Mike and Tina that I'm at a Walmart. What are you doing? You're showing a snow pile that you're a slut? I even begrudgingly agreed to go.
You're muted somehow.
I said I'd pay you the gas money. Can you hear me?
No, you told me to expense it.
No, I didn't. I said I would give you $40.
That's gas money, and you know what? You should have just stuck to meeting at
You
Middletown.
just don't. You don't want anyone to see it. Just like you didn't want anyone to see what you were saying to Foodie Beauty's ex.
Are you done yet? Are you done crying?
That did happen. Yeah,
No,
did.
because you're not getting. You're not.
Yeah,
this is not
people
funny.
are not aware.
This is-
Apparently,
my
Becky was hitting on, or Becky was talking to Foodie Beauty's ex. And that
You
happened.
weren't
That
part
was
of
the
it.
thing.
Your
I gotta be
eyes
careful
were
to
that
not
when
say
you
his
chose not
name
to
because
do
he's
what we're supposed
notorious
to.
for shutting down streams.
This isn't your stream. You can't tell me to go.
It actually is my stream. So here, I'm gonna move.
I mean, not
there's not a
really.
table, but there's more
At this point,
people.
it's not even your own show
Becky,
anymore.
you have an overinflated. Your self-importance. You are delusional. You are
Hoflation is real. I honestly thought Hoflation was a bit of a
There's not
meme, but then as
whose
time
car is there?
as
There's no one there.
as I got a little
There's cars
older,
there.
Hoflation is a lot
That's
more
why
real
you're
than I
there.
thought it was.
What?
You never
Like,
ever
Hoflation
followed-
is a lot more real. Like, you got these girls who think they're higher class or they're higher up in society. In reality, they're just mid, and there's nothing wrong with being mid. Right? I'm a pretty mid guy myself, but I'm self-aware about that, right? For a lot of women like Becky, or those kind of women in general, who are just mid and they won't accept the fact that they're just mid, it's sad. Hoflation is
Doing this
real.
shit. That's why you're. Where are the cars? Show me cars.
Follow through.
I haven't seen a person there.
Mike,
You
don't
know,
hold your
I-
fucking mouth. She's sitting in a
There's
fucking
nowhere.
desert. There's nobody there
She's
but
sitting in
snow.
an empty
Look,
parking
there-
lot.
there's-
She's-
Oh, I'm mad
The
about it.
snow,
There's
the snow
people.
piles
There's
know
fucking
she's a
people.
slut.
She
The
sold
snow
shit
pile,
on you
no,
and
that is
came
a
in
lot of
fucking
snow.
rich. You
That
did
is,
it.
you can tell that's cold.
Just showing. There's fucking people. Okay.
There's 3
Wow,
cars
there was
in
one
Waffle
woman.
House getting
Yeah,
a
I saw
fucking
a
egg
woman
sandwich.
walking to her fucking car.
Live in the middle of nowhere. That's how it is. So where else do you fucking want me to stand? Where else? Now that I'm fully fucking doxing myself, where else?
Face.
Wow. Okay.
You're unbelievable, man.
I need to
Fuck
take my
off.
teeth out.
Fuck off. You try to fuck me over, I fuck you over worse. That's
My
what
teeth are
happened.
hurting.
Becky, you knew which one. You know what? First off, what contact
didn't.
did I have with you? What was I even tried calling you. Now I texted
She's
you.
calling.
I called you.
Hey, what's up,
I
team?
left. It was definitely you because it was your voicemail. I didn't even realize it still had your fucking number.
Rich, hold on,
You
hold
know
on.
what?
Go ahead, Keem.
Dude, why are are you laughing? She completely fucking scammed everyone.
Dude, I'm pissed. I don't know what to say here, dude.
Get your ass in here and take care of it. She's your goddamn monster.
What am I supposed to say? She said her phone's almost dead.
It is true. Keem created the monster that is Becky. A number of times we saw that, and then he gets mad when people points it out, and he gets even more mad when he, when you show evidence and proof. People were calling him out early on. People were calling him out even now. I think Keem kept her around because he wanted to use her towards the last, right? And I think he couldn't fire her because he probably had something on him. So if he fire her on spot, she can just reveal all the secrets. Because he quit on her own volition, it's different. But again, we'll have to wait what happened later on today.
Hours of hell between her and Rich, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and this is what we get. There's no one there, Mike. Mike, you got to do something, bro.
Becky, go to Walmart.
Okay, fine. Even less cars at Walmart. You guys are gonna fucking see.
There's plenty of cars. Look at the Walmart I'm at. Look at all the cars. Look at all the cars at the Walmart I'm at.
Mike, you look like a giant pussy.
There's plenty of people here.
I don't know what the fuck to do here, okay?
You don't do like you do me. Tell her to get her fat ass to Walmart where the fuck she's supposed to be.
You know what?
Magically she disappeared when I showed that.
That's
the other reason why I thought this Walmart. First off, she knew I was talking about this Walmart, and she knew there would have been people here. That's why she did all these bullshit excuses.
She fucked you on purpose. She fucked you on purpose.
I mean, she did.
I know she.
And I think this is why RTU was so
less than a
pissed
fucking
off.
hour to her house. It's not that as far as she's making it to be.
She's acting like squirrels are gonna come out and ask her for some pussy.
If I had 10 million in the bank and was willing to fuck her and give her money, she would be here in a heartbeat.
Now we're gonna get donations for whores. Great.
I mean, you already do get donations for whores.
Yo, all right, listen, fuck this, man. I'm out. I got to get ready for my own fucking show tonight, Tech Talk. So,
sorry, Rich.
Yeah, 59 minutes. 59 minutes, Becky. Call me lazy. You're a fucking lazy bum with a fucking shit-stained mattress. I'm out. See you guys later.
I feel bad for Riz. I do feel bad for Riz. I'm not gonna lie.
Explain the time you spit and pissed in chili and your father ate it. Funny video, but I always wondered why. Well, first of all, if you watch the video in that context, it's not a funny video. The context is it was a prank. Okay, I uploaded the video twice, once on break.com and once on YouTube. And the one on break.com had the part where I showed Dad that I show him watching it and he flips out. It's a whole thing. People have just taken all that out and make it look like I actually fed my father piss. I did not do it, but I did.
Lies. You can tell that's a lie.
And it should be going up tomorrow. So,
what would make anybody think that you made your father eat fucking piss?
They don't actually believe it, Tina.
Morning Soul. Oh shit, that was too close. Morning Solid Man Studio Production. As scheduled, but if Becky does come back to Keem, need to make a bigger punishment for Becky standing outside in the winter with a swimming suit on and stand outside. That would be hilarious. I'm not sure. I'm not. I've been banned off of the Discord, so I can't even know what's going on, right? So maybe she's back, maybe she's not back, right? Maybe, behind the scenes, this could be easily scripted, but I'm not sure, right? If Becky does come back, she deserves a bigger punishment for pulling all this shit. Hell, I would be perfectly fine if they just dock her pay or, something of that line, right? Or if she has to host like a different show for a couple days, right? Or a day or two. It would be funny, right? Because then that means she can, those shows will get a bigger audience. So that could be a punishment, right? Well, we will have to wait and see today, right?
Okay, they just want to paint me as whatever. I want to talk about Becky because I was laughing mostly because I was like surprised that she's willing to be this ballsy live, like after everything that happened today. So after last night, she quit. I called her this morning. She was on board. She agreed. She was like, thanks for talking me into it, you guys. And then an hour later, I quit again. I can't do it. And this time we couldn't talk her out of it. So Keemstar told her, listen, if you don't do it, we're just going to fire you. We're going to get a new host and we can't do it. And she quit. She left the thing. And I guess Boogie talked to her and she agreed to come back and do it. And then she quit again. And it's been all day. And now she shows up in the middle of fucking nowhere with one person walking around a snowy parking lot. You know what I mean? It was one fucking guy walking and he was a mile away.
snowed in. Everybody's snowed in and shit. She's like, what the fuck? That's why she did that.
Then her phone is almost dead. You were going to.
I mean, you guys should have
IRL
waited a
content,
couple
and
days
you
to do the
didn't charge
punishment
your
anyway.
phone?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. Nah.
Oh my god, dude.
It's like I didn't believe the aunt thing either. I told your motherfucking ass that was a goddamn lie from the get-go when you told me. Fucking aunt my ass.
I'll tell you, Keemstar like called it exactly. But either way, dude. At this point, I don't fucking know. Like, does she get fired for this? I don't fucking know.
So she gets to make us look fucking stupid over and over and
No.
over fucking over again. Like, we're both supposed to be professionals here, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you guys are
Fuck, I
beyond
stayed out front of
professional.
Walmart. I will work for food, motherfucker. I've done it. Hundreds of people coming in that motherfucker. You know you've done Walmart videos.
Somebody said $100 to show up and toss a water balloon at Becky. That includes you, RTU. I don't know if we can condone that kind of
Behavior.
Can't,
Oh, no. Then, yeah, she's getting along. She looks like she's walking pretty good, Mike, for somebody who has a broke back.
You know,
You
at
guys
this
let her get
point-
away with everything. You let her get away with everything. Hell,
They
your
do.
elderly father had more fucking umph than she does, for fuck's sakes. He had all kind of problems.
You know, I'll say this about Dad. If you asked him to do something, he did it.
Yeah, damn right. He did it to the fullest. Damn right.
They have let Becky get away with everything from the beginning of Local Queens and onwards. Even the couple episodes prior to Queens, right? They have let Becky get away with so much stuff. Most places would have fired her or, removed her or anything like that, right? But they didn't because they knew that it brought in a lot of viewerships.
He went to Walmart with the sign that said "I love Obama" and the back said "Elvis is sexy." Me and Dad dressed up. Dad as Elvis, me as a clown, and we were waving to traffic on the side of the road. I dressed up like a woman, and I was hiding behind a dumpster at a gas station. I dressed up like a woman, and I tried to seduce Derek at the substation. There's some stuff you just do for content, you know? If it's gonna make people laugh, you do it. You don't half-ass it like this, you know?
She thinks that this is what she thinks. She thinks that she worked a real job, which I call this a real job because we get paid and we pay taxes. That's a real job.
Yeah.
That she could do what she wants to do and there shouldn't be no punishments.
I know the question whether or not is streaming a real job or not, or is this stuff a real job or not. It's up in the air, right? I don't want to diminish people who do streaming at their livelihood because there are a lot of streamers that do make a lot of money. At the same time, there are just a lot of streamers who see this as just something as they just do, as a hobby. Like an example would probably be like Asmon Gull and Most Critical, who more or less do this kind of stuff as a hobby and just do it for fun. Now, they do make a lot of money, but to them, it just mostly is for fun. But it does depend how much you're streaming, right? If you're only, they only stream for an hour and a half and they get paid good regardless. Like, it's a toss-up, right? Because I don't want to go down with the whole, Neon, that weird guy, that skinny-ass guy, who tried to make the case of streaming is the hard-ass job, the hardest job you can imagine, which really isn't. Streaming isn't that hard of a job, or even that hard or something to do. Especially if you're talking about IRL streaming, maybe. I think Becky should eat a pie with real worms in it. That would be comical, but I think it may break TOS.
She said that she didn't even have to give us a reason why she didn't want to work. Which I disagree. Like, you're an independent contractor, but if you're arguing that you don't have to work because you're an independent contractor, well, then you have to do the shows that we book for you to do, or you don't work.
Any job that you go to, and if you go a couple days without working, you have to give a reason. Even if it's just one day of no work, most people give a reason. Right? You don't simply say, I'm just not coming in today. Right? That's not how that works. Every job that I ever worked at, you have to give a reason why you're not coming in, or even give a reason why you're leaving early. Whether it be for medical, family, you're just sick, right? And in the case of not coming in, as I said, you have to give a reason, and you need to have PTO or sick time, or in some places you borrow time. It's such a weird concept, right? Hey Spud, hey Final Chicken, how you doing, man? So for Becky to say that, it sounds like she never worked a real, genuine job, right? Even corporate job require you to give a reason. You always give a reason. Even if it's a minimal wage job at a McDonald's, you still have to give a reason why you're not coming in. Even if it's the most bullshit reason, right? You still have to give a reason. I've legit has called in my job and gave a random reason why I'm not coming in for work. I mean, and most of the time it was because I was sick. But there has been like a few times where like I just didn't want to go and work. I'm not gonna say I need a mental health day. They're not gonna let that generally slide. Usually I'd say I'm not feeling well, and I usually am not feeling well that day because of maybe I'm stressed out or maybe the environment in my job is killing me, right? You at least have to give a reason that it's believable, even if it's bullshit, right? And Michael also saying that they're all independent contractors, which we all knew, kind of proved that nobody owns these shows, bar for maybe Mike and Keemstar.
So she gets paid for all those days that we worked.
Yes.
And she gets fucked and makes money.
Looks like we both got fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was a hell of an orgasm. I wasn't even there for it. Shit, that was fast. The fuck? The fuck? I walk around looking like a fucking fool with fucking goddamn cockroaches flying around. Open the fucking door. It's raining outside. Let these
I mean, it
motherfuckers
is
out.
bad that Tina lives in a roast
I shoot 'em out.
Oh, yeah, I just saw
roast
one fly by
area.
the camera.
You see that motherfucker? They're flying cockroaches, Bo. Shit.
It'd be different if she's just living in a trailer house because it's cheap and she's been saving up a lot of money to buy a house completely off the market, just like not have to pay mortgage or anything. That'd be different, and I can at least say like, yeah, it is disgusting. Because I've met people who do live in a disgusting like situation, but they usually like after a couple of years they buy a big house or they buy a really nice house and they just live like kings for a while.
What you fucking
I mean, I kind of did that, believe it or not.
Motherfucker.
Sort
You
of,
fat
sort
bitch.
of.
Cockroaches, I don't anymore.
Okay, well, once I start making big money like you, I won't either.
Tina, I love how your couch is still Titanicing. It looks worse than yesterday. How bad is it?
Yeah, Becky made $10,000 and Tina probably made the same amount. I don't know how much. I mean, like if $10,000, right? If she made $10,000 in a month in January alone, she got paid in February. She can probably fix up her whole trailer, even if she's not planning to live there entirely. She could fix up her whole trailer up if she really wanted to. So it makes me think that none of these people are good with money.
It's bad. I got
But it's probably the case.
I just ordered a new couch.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for breaking it. Would you like to break the other one so it can match? You fat fuck.
You know, it didn't need much like influence to break, okay? I barely sat on that
Oh,
fucking
fuck
thing. And
you, Mike. I just got this motherfucker.
No chance.
Yeah, I got it when I did the house over. You know goddamn well I had red furniture in here, not fucking white. Bitch.
Like I could tell the difference in that fucking house, okay?
Oh, yeah, whatever, bro.
It does look
That's
very
a new
filthy.
couch.
Fucking couch.
You fished that couch out of a dumpster behind the freaking.
Nope, you're wrong. You're a lie. I got it off Marketplace, bitch.
Okay, so it's okay. So it's from
Look at your
somebody
couch.
else.
It looked like you ate
Then
the
again, if
pussy,
I
man.
live in her situation,
Yeah,
I
all right,
wouldn't
then shut
buy
the fuck
like
up.
One of my
a really
couch, Tina,
nice
okay?
furniture.
You're taking your anger from Becky out.
Which is
on
funny
me.
because we did
Because
buy
you
some
keep
new
fucking up the
furniture
show,
where
making
I
us
live.
look stupid.
I agree with that.
Fuck.
So what are the chances she shows back up at Walmart?
How far is fucking Walmart from the dollar store?
I don't fucking know. I don't live near her.
Well, fuck, she don't even know where she's going, for Christ's sakes. And then she looks all clean and happy, like she's around her fresh environment.
Yeah, I don't know, Tina. This was a bust. It was supposed to be like our best show. Becky was going to be in front of Walmart, and there was going to be funny content happening. And we assumed that she would be banned from Walmart and she would have to go to the street. And then she just shows up in an empty parking lot alone. It was destitute, or not destitute. It was. I don't even got the words. I don't give a fuck anymore.
It's fucking empty parking lot, motherfucker. That's what you gotta say. I was hoping people were to come out and throw loaves of bread at her. Fucking moldy bread, old bread, rye bread, English.
I mean, if they wanted to, they could have just easily set it up where like RTU and Becky would have do it in the middle of the day or in the morning, right? Where it would have been a lot better and a lot more nicer. Keem could have probably pulled up if he wanted to, and they could have recorded it and they could have just done commentary on it. That would have been a lot more easier on their end rather than do all of this shit. I mean, they kind of did that before anyway.
Muffins, bagels, dicks, something for fuck's sakes. I want to laugh. This ain't fun.
Now we're
Look
just
at
pissed
Keemstar's
off.
empty chair while he's eating a nice dinner.
My kids just knocked down something from the stairs. Kids, go to bed, okay? I love
Like,
you.
no. Go to bed. I wish my kid would have done that back in the day. Go to bed. He'd be like, fuck you. No, not happening. Shit. Come on, Becky. How far is fucking Walmart, bitch?
It's a clusterfuck.
Listen to all the people out here in the side chat. We are sorry that Becky let you down, but let it be known that me and Mike did not let you down. Becky let you down.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is here. I don't know.
Becky gang my ass. My roaches are fucking more consistent than her. They show up to every show.
You know, originally I had Zayzudid hosting the show, but she's actually really sick, so she couldn't host. So I spent the past like 2 hours scrambling, and up until Keemstar said that he was hosting right before the end of Locale, I had no clue who was hosting this show. So one, I got to learn OBS. Two,
You gotta learn OBS.
I don't know what's
Fuck.
happening. No, I asked
Listen.
Savage to. I wanted to see
No.
if Savage would host. She said no, she couldn't.
I
thank God.
wouldn't.
Thank God.
Such a disaster. So
Look at here. Michael, you gotta understand something.
if Becky has really quit, she will start her own channel and go live. She can easily steal the Queen donation and will lead into Becky versus Keem R. I'm not sure if I stated it in my streams or I stated it in the video. And I've had this idea come in my head a number of times. If Becky does do that, I don't think it's gonna matter. She'll probably have viewership for a good couple of days. She'll get a lot of donation. If she's monetized, she probably isn't monetized. What probably is gonna end up happening is if she did quit, right? She's probably gonna try to out every 30 secret. Then she's gonna backstab Mike. So she's gonna say like, I only kept around Mike because it was convenient, which probably was the case. She probably didn't care for Mike, right? Then she probably is gonna reveal the doxing was either true or fake, which probably was more real than we're probably being told, right? And a whole bunch of stuff. Then she's gonna try to get on Lynx and Grayskull's side because like those two have quite a bit of beef with Keem for obvious reasons. And the whole Becky versus Keem arc, it would be fun to watch, but it would not be as entertaining, right? Because in the case of like Lynx and Grace, who are a lot more just enjoyable to watch than Becky, they don't really hide their personality. They're not lying to you, right? With Becky, she's constantly lying. She's constantly hiding who she is. I mean, like Brantley even straight said it to her face, like, why don't you just be who you are? Stop hiding under some delusion or some type of masquerade, right? Just be you. Just be yourself, right? That's true. I didn't think of that, right? But even if Becky, like, okay, let's say this, she starts her stream, right? She's monetized and she starts streaming. She may, for the first couple streams, depending how long they are, will only get a couple hundreds of viewers, right? But Becky Gang has been dwindling more and more and more every single day, right? The people who joined Becky Gang early on did it either because they felt bad for her, they either liked her, which probably were the minority of the minority, or they just joined Becky because it was funny, right? It was haha, it would be funny if we joined Becky Gang. Not realizing that actually intensified her ego and inflated her so much, right? She may not even get a fraction of those viewerships. She may, like, if I were to predict, may get like 500, 600 views but after the first couple of streams, that number will dwindle down to like 200, 300 views. And people are not going to pay attention to her. And after like a month or two, she'll become irrelevant, right? She'll just become completely irrelevant. And then Keem is going to have a policy of like, we're not going to talk about her. We're not going to mention her. Anybody who mentioned her on the Discord will be banned, which is probably not a lot of people. But I really doubt he's going to ban people for mentioning Becky. If anything, if they do, it's going to be mostly like they're going to mention Becky to make fun of her and then just all this information. That's all it's going to be. If I was Becky, I would have just taken the punishment. I just would have taken the punishment. Unlike, I would say, like Grace, who has a following, or Tommy C, who has a following, right? Or even when you look at Wings or even Boogie, who have a following, they can, even if they were to stop Locale Live, right, and they were to jump off, they'll still get viewers, particularly Boogie, I would say, right? So ultimately, it's not gonna mean much. She's probably not gonna even steal that much, but she may get like a couple thousand the first couple streams altogether, but then that's it. And it's just gonna go down from there, right? It's just gonna go down from there, and she'll become irrelevant after a month or two. And I know for a fact she's gonna try to make peace with Grace and Lynx. Maybe in the case of Grace, she probably just gonna use Becky as like a way to get more views and money, which is nothing wrong with that. I can easily see Lynx just not wanting to deal with Becky because she doesn't want to get involved, right? But I can also see Grace just not wanting to deal with Becky because Becky did try to get her fired a number of times, and there was this whole drama about that. So it's like, well, fuck you. You try to get me fired, and then you drag my name to the mud. Nah, we don't play like that. Right? That's an option for her if she wants to. Right? And we obviously know Link's position. So ultimately, her path of success is narrow, and it's only gonna get more and more narrow. Plus, she is a 40-year-old woman with no kids, no husband, no real skill set. She's not gonna survive that long. She's just not, right? And do I feel bad for her? Not really. She deserves everything that she gets.
If a person, an employee is good to you, shows up for every fucking show, does every punishment you ask of them, you give them a little grace, Michael. You don't raise their blood pressure. You're doing it to me when you should be doing it to Becky, not
What
me.
am I saying to you?
Every time you bring her up here, it raises my blood pressure, bro.
I mean, it's true, yeah.
Just
Like,
entertainment, Tina.
Who's entertainment,
okay?
Mike? And then you laugh at her dumb jokes.
but
I think she's funny.
the thing
Well,
is,
you
Mike,
would.
is that the entertaining
You
has
would.
gone down. It's
got a weird
been
sense of
dumbed
humor.
down even
Well, I
more.
guess we gotta like talk about some shit because we don't have Becky right now. Tina,
Okay,
what
well,
do you
let's
think
do some
about-
Q&A then. Hey, Tina, what
That I could fucking
We're
put.
gonna skip a little bit of that.
People keep fucking calling. It's really annoying. Hang on. All right. So
Also, I
look,
like how they only get one membership. If anybody has noticed, I do find it funny how all the memberships, the whole LCU has been like dropping down. There hasn't been any new memberships. Mostly because I think people just don't want to keep paying for these shows and they don't want to keep buying memberships.
I'm gonna show
But
you
that
the
I'm
fucking
blame.
surroundings, so there's no bitching, okay? Not from you guys.
Because
but
they
from
do,
Rich.
because they are being
Here's the
scammed, right?
cars.
They are
God
being
damn, there's
scammed
nobody at Walmart.
by
What
these
the fuck? Where
people.
does she live at? Buttfuck
you.
Egypt?
Fuck Walmart. And here's the only goddamn place that I could fucking put my tripod,
Know that
okay?
person. Ask them to look at your sign.
I realize I've been picking too much.
Are you fucking serious?
No, turn around and said, hey, what would you give me for spread and for bread?
You can't say
No,
that,
you-
Tina.
I used to be a school teacher here. Kind of fucking awkward.
Oh, see, she knows everybody there. That's
But
why
it's
she's scared of it. I
Walmart.
got
Like, who
Oh,
gives
yeah,
a shit?
yeah.
Like,
I
Walmart
would
is
be
just
scared. I'd say
Walmart.
I
Who
can't
gives a
spread for bread
shit?
because I only have one leg.
Fuck, hang on.
There's so few people that she's gonna have to flag people down as they leave and say to look at her sign.
Well, she's not even near the door where they can get rid of her either. She's way the fuck on the other side of the Walmart, on the backside.
Muted
Now
yourself.
she's muted again. You're muted!
No, not really, because Walmart has two entrances, and if I was to guess, that would be the first entrance and then the other entrance. Like, so,
It's because people keep fucking calling me. Listen, had Rich actually been able to meet where we were supposed to meet, my fucking battery's going. None of this would have been a problem. But I'm alone. This is an area with gang violence. I'm not staying out here for long.
What if you
Okay.
walk through Walmart then? What if you What if you walk through the store?
Yeah, you want to get... What the
That's
fuck?
stupid. If I do that, I'm gonna go stand in the fucking bread aisle.
Well, at least they'll throw bread at you. Fuck, you get something for your fucking job tonight.
that would be
Why don't you
funny,
stand in the
actually.
bread aisle? Why don't you do
Well,
that?
They should have done that as a
Sorry,
punishment.
what's
Throw
so
bread on
stupid
her.
here?
That would have been a
No,
funny-ass
You're
punishment.
fucking dumb!
No, hang on, I have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. People keep fucking calling.
That's probably your boss and
All right, Johnny,
Rich,
you're a
who
young
you
guy.
fucked
seen a
over.
girl out there looking like her. Would you want to spread for her to spread for your bread?
Hold on, I
Fuck.
feel like she's there we go. Muted, Becky.
For all the bitching that Psycho Mom went through for being doxxed, I'm the one whose number is fucking doxxed. People have been leaking my address in chats all day. Nobody's been banning them. I'm the one getting
Haven't
phone
seen it.
calls all fucking day. Why is
got
that?
12.
And you know what? Doxxed, it was on the Milkers channel, Mike. Should have been on top of that. It was right in the fucking chat.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that's the case, and if it was, those people would probably been banned or completely removed. But the difference is, Becky, what you did with Psychomon, it still isn't right.
Sorry, I
Just
didn't.
because it happened to you, now you're feeling it, but you don't feel remorse about anything.
I
Well, you're
will
the
not-
one. I have to leave this so that I can stop the other calls coming in. Hang
I think we make her go to the bread aisle. I think that was actually a good idea.
We'll make her do something worth our while, because this is fucking boring to me. What do you guys think in the side chat? What do you guys think she should go? How about go the ham and cheese? Tell her she's gonna spread for bread. Maybe somebody will make a sandwich with her or something. Who the
I
fuck
feel
knows?
like everybody has to buy bread. And I feel like eventually, if she goes to the bread aisle, they will also like ban her from the store, and that'll be entertaining, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what she needs to do. She needs to go to the bread aisle and do this.
She was a school teacher in that town. They're gonna look out for Big Becky like you guys always look out for Big Becky.
Am I muted? No.
Oh,
Okay.
you're good. Becky, I think you should go to the bread aisle. I thought that was a funny idea.
I said the redirect to different channels doesn't work for retaining viewers. Last night it went from 7.6 to 1.9 and rewind level lost nearly 6K. It's also because like people watch Local Live because they want to watch Local Live, and then Queen, people watch Queen because it's just a shit show and it's so fun to hate it, but it's also kind of boring at the same time. Right, and Local Rewind, it's just like for people, because most people, you can think about this. Local Live goes from 6, or it used to go from 6 to 8, then Queen used to go from 8 to 10. And in that period of time, there's just a lot of people who can watch those shows. And then Rewind was so late into the night, people don't really watch anything past 10 because most people are working throughout the day. But what you said is also true. Yeah, like redirecting doesn't really work a lot of the time, and also because a lot of people don't stick around for the shows after it, because are those 7.6K views really want to watch this right now? No. And then in the case of Rewind, like I don't really watch Rewind because I watch these instead, and to me it's like why do I have to watch Rewind? It's not like the after show where I kind of with the after show I like the after show quite a bit, so I watch them. But in the case of Rewind, like I don't really care for Xylee, right? Xylee is just annoying as hell, and I met girls like Xylee in real life, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't fuck with girls like that. And Billy the Frizz is just kind of annoying in my eyes,
Maybe
Probably
in a
the best
second.
idea of the show. That's very funny.
It's
I'd
just,
like to know how is this a punishment?
it would have been a bad punishment if Rich didn't fuck it up.
Okay. Goddamn, I
I do
want these
think
kind of punishments.
Nina, like,
Well, Rich didn't fuck it up. Actually,
if you
Becky
make her go to
fucked
the
it up
bread aisle, there'll
more.
At least be somebody to see it.
But also,
Well,
Rich has a family.
10
He
o'clock
can't
or
be
something.
far
This is
away
very
for
early.
something stupid.
Oh,
Plus,
that
he has
is.
his own show
An hour and a
later
half to
on.
get to the bread aisle.
So true.
Well,
Look, I
you
used
take
to
the
like
most of the bread
Xylee
aisle,
before
couple days.
Rewind.
More people here.
Xylee,
do
if you
something,
meet
motherfucker.
girls
You're
like Xylee like real life,
I want to go to the bread aisle. I'm trying.
they are
You know what? This would've been a way more interesting
insufferable.
stream if I was actually at home, but no, you guys sent me out here to do this fucking bullshit.
This
I
is
didn't
funny.
send you nowhere.
It would have been funny if there were people to see you.
Yeah,
Michael's
but
made me
guess
shit
our show
pebbles.
was a little night.
What are you saying? What did I do now?
You made me fucking drink out of water, out of puddles and shit, and share it with
You
birds.
chose to do that because you were a dog.
Yeah, fuck you. You told me to go get the water out of the fucking thing over there. You wouldn't even buy me a fucking drink after you burnt my fucking mouth and my asshole,
I
bitch.
didn't buy you a drink because I
What?
wanted you to burn your mouth.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't have headphones with me. You've got to watch your language.
Okay.
This is the perfect time for text to speech. It's too bad it's not on.
Mm.
That's what we should do as a punishment. Hook up a fucking like Bluetooth and let
You
the
realize,
text.
you realize if I get trespassed from this store, this is like the only place to get groceries around me.
You could DoorDash them. They won't know you're
You'll get
banned.
trespassed and you just leave when they
That's
tell you.
In the middle of nowhere. Hence why the whole parking.
It's Walmart. Walmart usually get a ton of people. They're not gonna recognize you unless you're like a big time celebrity, Becky. You're not that important.
So empty.
Like
Then why were you so mad to go there then? I'd go to an empty parking lot every day.
I go to
I
what?
was mad
Why?
at Rich.
Oh. This ain't entertaining back. Michael, you're really a fucking
This
loser.
is going objectively. This will be entertaining.
Okay.
No.
I gotta
I
shut
mean,
up.
it kind of does,
The
and
bread aisle. Listen, I'm gonna read the super chats no matter what they say.
Hello, Becky. Thank you for coming to Walmart. Welcome to Walmart.
And don't get her busted until she's already
How
there.
empty this is? You see this?
Oh,
This is what you want.
That's okay. Setting up the tripod on the bread aisle and then holding your sign, that's funny to me. That is funny for me.
Oh, you're getting banned.
Um,
You know, if they really did better
Everybody's
planning,
kosher.
they should have just called the Walmart ahead of time.
but
I
you
think
were
they
talking
would have
about
been
they put it in the
perfectly
front-
fine
front
because it's
sign when you
Walmart.
buy
Who
one.
cares?
I hope she gets banned from Walmart tonight. that'll make this worth it.
No, I better not.
I mean, if you get banned at Walmart, that is pretty
Like, you see the
sad.
bread?
Becky does
Please,
look
Becky,
cute
this
with
is extremely
glasses.
unsafe.
No goon.
Please.
Yo,
It's not safe in here.
yo, some guys are into girls with
Oh, I
glasses.
don't believe that.
Guys,
I never understood it,
She
but
does this.
it is what it is. Oh, look,
Open the,
Ke-
open the
Keem.
bread and eat it.
Yeah, set it up where the freezers are so you see the bread.
Keem, this is not a punishment. Keem,
you
this is
see-
not a punishment.
Where? Hang on. How?
Where are the people?
Where? Set up my
There is
tripod.
none.
That's a weird
There is none.
Walmart. Why would you put in the frozen aisle near the
Apple the bread
breads?
aisle,
That's
Keem. So
really
that's-
weird.
Not a mission. I can't make people appear.
Go to the
No,
people.
Becky.
Find people.
I can
Do
fix
what?
her. Yo, good luck on that.
I could have done that anywhere.
Go
else
for it,
but
that'd be
Walmart. This is
hilarious.
The only one in my area. I don't want to get kicked out
Find
of here.
people.
What?
Find people.
Hey, Keem, this is the perfect time for text to speech to be on.
This is not good. Oh, she got white bread. Yeah, I'll take a loaf of that. Go ahead and grab that.
Going to people will be funny, Tina.
I'm gonna kill all of you for this, especially Rich.
Tell every person you see that you spread for bread and show them the sign.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you talk.
I saw
Guys,
somebody there was just a
friend
person.
is on and making me show this sign to people. Sorry, thank you. Fuck you. Fuck you guys.
She sucks dick for money.
She likes it from the back.
Those were like local drug addicts. Fucking ridiculous. You don't know the area I live in.
Oh, yeah, they look like drug addicts. Show us the people, too.
He's looking for the people.
It's Walmart. What do you really expect? That'd be hilarious with like a
guess-
Dollar Tree or a
okay,
Dollar
like-
General.
Enjoy the
Wow.
Walmart.
Yeah, Becky, I know it's uncomfortable to film in public, but if you see someone, don't film the floor. Just film them. It's okay. Go to that guy right over there eating. Look at
There's nobody in the whole fucking Walmart. What is it, a riot?
Maybe they're not. Maybe people aren't okay being on camera, and this is awkward because everyone can hear you.
Hey, Becky's in the store. She spreads for bread.
She's a whore.
Tina. To God, I will hang up and go back to the car right now.
No, Becky, don't do it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Got ahead of myself.
All right. Well, you have to go to like a street or something. She spreads for bread.
Can you shut
That
up for
poor
a second?
guy.
Hi, my stupid friend is making me show people this sign. Sorry.
She spreads for bread, dude.
Shut up.
She fucks for a buck.
I'm leaving.
No,
That's it.
Becky, please. This is objectively
I'm not
good.
doing that. No. I'm a single woman and I'm not walking to my car alone after you guys talk to people like that.
I mean, that's
Damn,
fair,
cheap.
but,
I
like,
woke up and grab him by the face.
Why didn't you go to
Someone
Rich
right
and
beside you
Laura?
walk you to your car.
Or Lauren?
They already took me outside. They didn't do anything. They just checked me out.
We're gonna call the police. Yes, Breaker 9, Breaker 19. We got somebody with 4 ass cheeks going down aisle 5.
But wait, how red his eyes were? Did
Yes.
you see how
Yeah, he was doing Molly. He was doing Molly.
people of
Yeah.
I like how they just said like look at the color of his eye. That man could have been working all day. That man could have just got up early and been working all day, and made a hit a little bit just to ease his nerve. I feel like that's a bit offensive, right? I felt that there was stupid to say like, oh, look at his eye. It's like if the man looks like he's a hard worker or he smokes a little bit after work, like what are you on about? Like shut the hell up.
Becky walking
up.
by.
And she's known for eating gummies.
Oh, shut up.
She used a bendejo.
I swear to God, I'm going to go back out to the car.
Yeah, she's no fun, man. She's no fun.
Scott Dude donated and he said, tell her to go to somebody and say she's a hoarder and she keeps dead cats in her freezer.
No.
Don't really do it.
This
I'm just
is
saying.
lame, bro.
Well, whose idea was it? Whose idea was it, Keem? It was yours. I'm sorry you
I
come up
said
with lame
stand
ideas.
in public.
Well, I see
there's
somebody- I saw a
there's someone
person-
coming. There's someone coming, which you're avoiding.
Hi,
Sure.
my stupid friend is making me show people this sign. Thank you. Have a
She's
nice
a whore.
I didn't hate you guys. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going back out to the car.
She said, my stupid friend. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah,
You say
my-
your boss. Say your boss is
That
making
would
you do it. You get some sympathy.
No, because nobody would believe that. Then they'll really think I'm crazy. Nobody has a boss that makes them do this shit.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, if you
Yeah, when
explain
Bucky-
that
when
you're
Bucky
you're
did
working
it
for an
was, like,
online
legendary.
group,
When
it will
Becky
work.
does it, lame.
Well, try living
So he just finished a 15-hour shift in a factory and he wanted to get some footage for like, then he gets abused by Becky Sigma. I would that happened to me in real life. I would
Come up with a
I think
better
I'll
solution than me.
I'll end it
Fine.
all in
Drove to the
Minecraft.
fucking Walmart that Rich was at that had a fucking ton of people there.
Or that was an hour and a half away, and I'm not gonna fucking
Or
do
there
that.
was a lot of people there, so you purposely went to a Walmart where there wasn't a lot of people.
Okay, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
for God's sakes.
You know what,
True,
Keem? This is
bro.
enough. I've had enough, boss. I had enough. This is making me look fucking stupid.
Tina,
This is not
you need
funny.
Tina, you need a new co-host. All right.
Yep.
Like, no, I'm serious. Like, she's impossible to work with. She's impossible.
So who
Okay,
do
so
we
who do
get?
we pick?
I don't know. We gotta get a new co-host going. I know people like Becky, but guys, dude, she doesn't, bro. She's impossible to work with. It's the same fucking. It's the same like.
I don't think
you
people
got-
like Becky. People like to hate Becky because it's so obvious and easy. People don't like Becky.
guys all
King.
love me, and you're only here for me, and I am the best. And but then when she goes up entertainment wise against any other people in the local universe, does she really got it? No. You know, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
If I knew
dude,
she was
it's
going to
true.
do this, I would have had Tina make her sign and go to Walmart and hold it.
Yeah, I was prepared. I already had the marker and the sign.
She
My friend
lit-
Becky is a whore.
She's literally put me and Mike through hell today. For what? For this? Like, come on, like, bro.
She did it to me all day too.
I mean,
She
but you
cried all
guys did
day.
it to yourself,
All
so
day.
you can't complain.
She said you guys are not good bosses.
I mean, that's so
we're horrible. We're horrible bosses. Yeah.
sort of
You
true.
notice how it's like literally every.
But Tina isn't any better as a worker.
You gotta stop working with women who think they're better than somebody, Keem.
That's also true.
You need to get some low class women. Get trash women. They bring content.
But I mean, Tina, you're trash. Savage is trash. Psycho Mom is trash. Zay Zoot is trash. Right? They're low end women. What are you talking about? And like, no offense to the other women who are not, trash, but on the lower end of the total pole, like, a lot of them are also really fucking boring. Most women who are trash are either really, really, like, boring or hood rats and they just love the feel of drama. I've been around a lot of women who are like that. And then, truthfully, I hated it. I hated every second of it. Like, Tina, I don't know what makes you think to say that, but you're a fucking idiot. And then the worst part, Tina would complain about all these trashy women, but I'm like, Tina, like, you were the one who says, you were the one who wanted that. Are you stupid?
Look at him. He's gonna go to sleep, bro. He's so fucking tired. Mike, you could have just.
We're just defeated. Today has been so much.
No, there's no such thing as defeated. Get up off your asses and fucking figure this shit out.
Dude,
Motherfuckers.
one minute she's quitting, and then okay, she's gonna do it, and then she's quitting, and then she's not driving to Rich, and then okay, she'll drive to Rich, and then she's not driving to Rich, and she quit. And bro, dude, like at like what was it, like 4 p.m. today? I was like, leave me out of it. You guys figure it out. Did they figure it out? No. Rich ended up showing up to his Walmart. Becky went to the one that she wanted to go. They never met, and this is the result. If Rich was there filming her, content would have been way better.
True.
Yeah, 100%. You would have the adversity, you would have them hating each other, and he would be making her do stuff that's more uncomfortable in people. And yeah, this isn't good.
And then it's like, well, she always plays this thing like, well, dude, look what you're asking me to do. This crosses my boundaries. Bro, it's fucking locale Queens. You knew what you were getting into, right? Like, you ate the cat food, you shaved your eyebrows, you knew everything about Boogie and what Boogie does and what Swings does. You know what this is. And now all of a sudden she's the victim and I cannot believe Mike and Keem are asking me to do this. That is just fucking wrong. They're the most evil people.
I mean, it is true, but also, like, you guys coddle her a lot. You guys, put her on a separate pedestal. Like, it's also on your... Oof. It's also on your guys' fault. Like, you can't just simply put all the blame on Becky, which a lot of it is on her, but, like, it's also on you guys for gassing her up, cuddling her for so long. You guys aren't any better. And yeah, Becky should have known that punishments were coming. Like it's an obvious thing.
Like, fuck off. Like, fuck off. Bro, I live in base reality, not fucking the little fucking made up realities that you fucking make on a daily basis to fit your fucking narrative to make it so you don't have to do any shit or aren't held accountable to shit. Fuck off.
Well, I guess I'll be eating a cat tomorrow.
This person says,
Give me a second, guys.
Team and Mike are the biggest cucks on YouTube. How many times has Becky scammed the audience? This is so lame.
Whoa, what do you want to say for yourselves, motherfuckers?
We
What
agree
are we
with
supposed
you.
to fucking do? We're not beside her. We can't force her.
Oh, there she is right there.
I'm back in the car. Now, if Rich had actually met me where we were supposed to meet, there was a whole mall there. There was a massive Walmart there and tons of people. Just saying. Just saying.
Becky, do you think the chat is going to blame Rich or do you think they're going to blame you?
I don't really care.
Do you think Tina is going to blame Rich or do you think Tina's going to blame you? We can't hear you. You're on mute. On Discord. You're literally muted on Discord.
It's because my car.
Keen lives in base reality. Meanwhile,
listen, I
everything
could
he
keep
does
fucking
is
around with
fake.
this, or I
Yeah,
could
that
sit
is
at
that's
home
pretty
and sit on my
hilarious for him to
setup, enjoy
say.
the stream. What would you prefer I do?
Just quit. You might as well just quit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what to say. This is how it is around here. Especially alone. You saw. It's like fucking druggies.
Where?
Then why didn't you go to where Rich was at? Like,
Goddamn, look where I live at. There's a shooting every fucking week. What the fuck?
Then if there's no one around here, why go around here? Go to where Rich is at.
She has the image for some reason. She has this image that she wants to uphold. I don't know what it is, but I like being a piece of shit most of the time.
This guy said,
Yeah.
compared to Wing's water balloon punishment was a huge success. Goes to a nearly empty store and avoids anyone there and makes her coworker's life hell in the process.
And then
Yeah.
she says, my friend is making me do this. Like, what?
Yeah, that too, yeah.
What? My fucking man. And this whole day. I've been
Stop
pissed all
bitching.
day. This is fucking stupid. Dude,
Becky's
I
one of the
laugh so
best
fucking hard at that
actors
cop.
of
Why
all
the fuck
time.
my pants
Probably.
on that
Jitty
fucking
Life, how you
night?
doing, man?
Call in, guys. Members waiting. Call in. What do you got for us, Dominic Holly? By the way, you're on mute and your camera is not on, Dominic.
Just thanks.
Hello, hold on, let me pause the stream. Alright. How are you guys tonight?
Good.
No face, put on your face so we can see who we're talking to.
You got a camera?
There we go. Yep, that's him.
He's just fucking annoying. Like, I can't watch any of this shit.
Cool, I mean, she should do the punishment.
Punishment's over with.
Like,
She
if
didn't
you
do it.
guys been dealing with this all day and she's been like, and then she shows up to an empty parking lot, that's bullshit. She should get fired.
Yep, we agree with you. All right, next. Good lord.
Uh-huh.
Sidus, what do you got for us? You're live on the air. Unmute.
Shit. I honestly don't know why you work with that cunt. Like, she's just fucking annoying. Like, I can't watch any of this shit. It's actually just not even fun. It's just
No,
making her
no,
bitch
no,
and making
that's-
it better than
That's actually not true. At times, she's entertaining, and at times she has value, and at times it's like, oh my god, this is like the best. But then there's like a
You could tell that he's trying to defend Becky only because he's trying to defend the show. But what the guy said is true. Like, a lot of the time, watching Local Queens is unbearable. To the point where it's almost unbearable to watch Local live. Like, Keem, like, don't gaslight
big
yourself.
other portion of her skill set that is literally just not there. And it's because of the selfishness, and it's because I'm the great and I'm the better than ever. Everyone's here for me and all that other shit. She feels like she's above going in public and holding a sign after she legitimately lied to all of us.
No, I can agree with that, but like she just discredits like everything else everybody does. Like she says that she's better than fucking Wings or like Tina, but they actually like do stuff to make people entertained. She just sits there and talks
That's
about
true.
how she fucking deserves everything.
Zay Zuda isn't getting caught any check. She came in to cover for Becky. Same with Billy. Same with Brantley. They're not getting a check.
I mean, I would have
They
still
did this
paid
to
Zay.
help the show as a whole, and she can't even hold a sign and like do a real punishment. Fuck off. See ya, man. Jesus Christ.
And oh, here this big purple bitch goes. Here we go with her. Good lord.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, this big perfect bitch.
It's
Turn on your
Nikki
camera, big
Campbell.
bitch.
Turn on your
Turn
I
on your
can't
camera.
love. I'm not camera ready today, girl. I worked out in my pool. I don't got my eyebrows on. I don't got shit on. I'm always fucking working on my fitness.
Yeah, you're about fucking 500 pounds in. I got you.
It shows, girl. I used to be 502, bitch. And what?
All right, ain't no problem. Take what
You
your
ready
mama
to get
gave
rid of
you.
this? You ready to get rid of this big bitch Becky and trade up for somebody who's not afraid to do shit in public, like wear a string bikini when she's fat as fuck?
Oh
Like
my
my girl
god,
does?
I
this
don't know.
shit.
That'd be disgusting to look at. I don't think that would be funny. That'd be
This
gross.
shit, I
Girl,
forgot.
looks like you make you some money.
I disagree. I want to see it. Come back in 5 minutes with the string bikini.
You sick fuck team. You don't know what
I
you're
don't have
looking at.
makeup on or nothing.
I'm not trying
We
to.
don't want to look at your face. We want to look at your
You'll
ass.
show up in a string
Pick a
bikini with
color.
no makeup.
Pick a color, bitch.
We'll do pink. I want to see
All
it.
right. See you in a few.
Ooh.
Bye.
Albert, please take my glasses before I break these motherfuckers. She's a big bitch. I'm
Bro,
telling you.
I'm not gooning. I want to see it. It's gonna be funny. It's funny when fat people put on fucking bathing suits. I don't know.
Steve's gonna fall on his fucking chair. You know that fucking she can fit all that stuff in that little fucking place.
My eyes might burn out.
Whew.
Heyo.
What up, Eric?
Not much. That's just,
We're gonna
admiring my new
skip
desk.
a little bit of this.
I'm glad you like it, bud. Are you
That's
working on the
awesome.
Are you working on the video? We
Keem
hired
loves
for?
not to pay people
I'm
just
already
so like he
writing
didn't
one
pay
right
Slavo.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Yeah,
video
that's true.
situation? No, Eric.
Let me get my camera on. I think the older one, the most oldest.
I would have fucking instead of.
I'm just gonna skip most of it
I
because
think Becky's probably racing home to do the show. Yeah.
Hello. And
Yeah. Okay. Shaw.
and drove
like
an
a
hour.
s-
Rich is fucking 2 hours to do.
Love.
Mm-hmm.
and there we go. We have I guess the new
Becky
girl
Love's
that's gonna
down. Enough
replace
is enough. I agree.
Becky
Simon, thank you
Simeon.
for $20. What up, Simi?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Yeah.
or Simeon,
Okay,
whatever
I
the fuck
can't
her
see
name is.
myself, so
Girl,
Do you
you
want to
got-
see yourself?
Girl, you got a shirt on?
I cannot see myself.
Are you dressed?
Okay, good.
I'm dressed.
Oh wow. Huh.
Thank you, Tina.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about all this?
I think Becky's a big fat liar. Like, I think she purposely waited until the very night to start, going to Walmart to make sure no one's there. That's what she did. She wanted to control the situation, and she thought she got what she wanted. I think she should go on 24/7, like a 24-hour, and just hold the sign for 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Right. She wouldn't even hold it for fucking 10 minutes.
Now let her do it all day. Like,
Mm-hmm. We got to figure
Yeah.
out instead of a Walmart, where can she sit? Where there's like people
a park.
walking
I don't know.
back and forth
Front of the police station, fire station,
with the
fucking
sign.
bank,
Yeah.
a bank, school, any fucking thing. Who
Well,
cares?
dude, you know
A
what she's
Waffle
gonna
House?
say? She's gonna be like, "Oh, that's too far of a drive. I can't drive that far. My knees will lock up. Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh my god. Oh my cat's gotta get fed. Tina, I gotta be. Oh, I can, bro. It's like, dude, you thought Boogie could come up with excuses? This bitch has a fucking Rolodex of fucking bro. It's like every fucking excuse in the book I've heard today, bro. I can't take it anymore. My fucking head is going to explode, dude. You guys did not have to deal with the fucking pain that I went through today. It was fucking insane, dude. For this to show up to a fucking shopping mall where no one is there, Tina, how are you not fucking livid, bro? Your fucking show is crumbling. Becky is not pulling her weight.
Yeah.
I agree.
My show ain't gonna crumble. No, it ain't, because I'm gonna go out tomorrow in front of the fucking Walmart and say I got a fucking co-host that got fired because she wouldn't spread for fucking bread in front of my own goddamn Walmart. You think I give a fuck? You're not gonna tell me there's no people in that fucking Walmart, bro. Me and
There was,
fucking
like, only
Mike
the
and
workers.
ATP went to Walmarts. There are always people in it.
Yeah.
I think she kicked them out.
She
Probably.
didn't want to do it, so she found the softest way to do it. But she's not looking at it as like a YouTube entertainment aspect. She just
No.
wants to get it over with when she should be trying to entertain while being punished.
Hey, excuse me. I hate to bother you. My friend wanted me to show you this sign. What the
You can tell
fuck?
a whole live that you spread your bread, but you can't tell a Walmart.
She didn't mean to tell the whole lie. She said she accidentally told him.
So accidentally tell Walmart. Like,
No, Karma's gonna get her for pretending someone was dying.
that is true.
Yeah.
Fucking sick bitch.
Guys, this is Simi. Me and Mike talked to her. We were thinking about putting her like somewhere in the universe at some point, but
She'll probably
Russians equipment
she'll
stuff,
probably
so
be
I
Becky
don't recall her to a bunch of
replacement.
shows,
Like
so.
I can
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
that.
She's got to get more amped up, though, Sammy. Come on, we got to bring something. A pretty face is not going to pay the
Becky
bills,
to
bitch.
come in here. I was hoping to come in here when Becky was in here, and then as soon as I went to go request, she left. She left.
Well, if Becky was here, we wouldn't need you here. That means she would be here. They're trying to find a new co-host so we can replace Becky. You got to bring
I can
something.
replace Becky.
Bring something besides a pretty face and big titties. We got to see something.
I don't know what to give right now.
Well, can you give a blowjob? I mean, what can you do? I don't know what the fuck you can do. You people.
I love that there's
fucking
always
pretty
something
hair and pretty
sexual.
nails.
It's never not sexual. It's always something sexual.
Where's it at? If they told me to do it, I'd do it. If Mike said I had to do it, I would fucking do it.
Don't worry, I never
Mike, tell her
will.
to do it. Mike, tell her to do it.
Fuck
Tell me
no.
shit.
She
I'll
won't.
punch him in his fucking face.
She won't.
Shit, you don't know what I do, bitch. I've been entertaining for
I know
fucking
you
years.
walk on
I'm gonna
one
get with
leg.
the fucking program.
I know you walk on one leg. I know that.
No, the fuck I don't, bitch. I walk with two legs. Would you like one of them up your fucking ass? Don't talk coming here fucking disrespecting me, bitch. Don't come in here disrespecting me, bitch. You ain't no better than Becky as far as I'm concerned. Why you keep covering up your mouth? What the fuck's wrong with your mouth, bitch?
The fuck is wrong with your leg?
You guys gotta have more game than that. That's fucking stupid.
It's bothering
Everybody
me.
knows that my leg is gone. We don't
And it
need
still
all you guys
bothers
to come in
you.
here
And
and
it
tell.
still
It don't bother
bothers
me
you.
at all.
You still
I'll
feel
skip
like
most of
you're
it because it's just filler.
Dude, Tina, you
It's
gotta
just
relax.
filler
Don't
at
you-
this
Didn't
point.
you watch Locale Live tonight? We have a murderer on the loose. Stop
I
giving
know you
out
got a murder on the
address.
loose. You got another one too.
Becky, this is your replacement.
Oh,
yourself.
yeah, the girls who that's been calling me an idiot all day. What's up with that?
Oh, good. I like this. Go ahead. Two brunettes fighting each other with big tits. Go ahead.
This is the bitch who is on my case in the Discord all fucking day. I don't even want to see her face. I don't even want to see your face, Keem. And you know what? You know what? Today's punishment.
You were leaving. What happened to leaving? What happened to leaving? What happened to leaving?
Oh, hey, we got some entertainment. Let's do it.
You want me to
You got
leave?
some
You want to do this?
entertainment. Let's
Go
do it.
ahead. You've been crying about it all.
And then she leave.
God, that was too easy. What the fuck, Becky?
Well-
You didn't even fight for your position with all the money we make? What the fuck is wrong with Becky?
Did the new girl with double D's just knock out Becky
Triple.
B?
With nothing. You have nothing to offer. All he said is, that's you, idiot. That's you, idiot. Come on, Becky. Fight for your position, you fucking weirdo.
No, listen.
Back again?
This bitch is going to learn to speak when spoken to, or I'm not fucking listening to you, honey. I've had enough of your goddamn shit
She
from the
made you quit.
Discord.
She
Not
made you
dealing with
quit.
it today.
She made you quit. She made you
gonna
rage
call me an
quit.
idiot again? Or are you gonna call Keem daddy?
I'm tired of everybody's fucking bullshit. That punishment would have been fine had Rich actually done his fucking part. And then
what happened? Spank
Stop.
me, daddy? What happened? What happened to that punishment? You need your ass whooped, bitch.
You know, stop listening. Keep fucking boring everybody, bitch. Let's go. Talk.
Call
I'm
me
not-
an idiot again. Call me an idiot again.
Okay, what the fuck is this? I feel like I'm in kindergarten. I know you are, but what am I?
Had it with fucking everybody. I have one thing I want to say. The bitch can shut the fuck up while I say it. Had Rich actually done what he was supposed to do today, punishment would have been great. I could have gone up to people. I would have had safety in numbers. Because he fucked up, the punishment sucks. And now I have to come home and deal with this crybaby bitch.
She's not crying, but she is a little weird with her finger.
She has nothing worthwhile to say. Say something that's actually worth a damn.
What do you know?
My sister's
Becky?
bigger than yours.
Huh? Oh, now we're doing tit sizes? Wow. Holy shit.
I'll allow it. Okay.
My face
I bet
is
you would, you
I'll
pervert.
allow
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
I would be
allow it.
actually eye candy for one.
You know a
You
bitch.
shut the fuck up too, Keem.
I mean, you know a bitch has nothing to offer when she has to lead off with her tit size.
Becky.
Fucking make yourself useful.
Becky.
Show them.
Becky, you're not any better yourself. Also, Simeon has an OF account because why not? They all do. All these girls are degenerates one way or another.
Becky, you said I have one thing to say.
There are some
Rich would've
exceptions,
had
but
me-
not-
We already. Everyone knows that you were gonna blame Rich for your failure. Everyone knew it. So it's like, why did you even have to say it?
Don't start with me, Keem. Don't start. Because I'm this fucking close to walking away. I've had it with fucking everybody.
Walk away.
I've had it with Rich. I've had it with
Being it all day. Walk away. Walk away.
Wow.
Becky,
Not
I would
for-
like to show you
Wait.
something, Becky.
Okay, there we go. He gone.
He's
Did
gone.
her out or did she leave?
No, I dragged her out.
Keem's opening his front door for you to leave. What the fuck?
Oh, so he's telling me to go. Fine, I'll fucking go. I don't want to be here anyway. I'm sick of all this fucking shit.
Oh, here this bitch comes back again. God damn you, Michael.
You brought me back, Becky? You missed me?
No, I didn't bring you back. I think you're fucking boring and have nothing to
You
offer.
stop jiggling your face when you yell.
Try talking about something
That's why
else.
they need eye candy, bitch.
Oh God, here we go with eye candy. Eye candy sure didn't pay our bills.
Where's the eye candy? You look like a
No.
40-year-old with a mop on her head. Shut the fuck up.
God, the fuck comment is that? She don't look fucking 40, for fuck's sake, Becky.
You mean when I project?
Her style looks like a 40-year-old. Your fucking hair is more
What
on.
are you wearing?
There it is. I'm wearing a dress. What the fuck do you
It looks
care? What are you
stretched out, you
even
fat
here?
fuck.
This is what I came home for. This is what I came home for. This disrespect. I'm just gonna continue being disrespected the whole time I'm on the fucking show, Keem. Is that what this is gonna be?
Yeah, and the Discord too that you cry about.
Let the
Oh,
tell
you're so mean to me. I can't turn my phone off. I can't turn my TV off.
You could put your finger down or I could leave. But you're not going to treat me with the disrespect. Okay. Have a nice night, guys.
Bye, Becky.
Oh, you beat her again. What do you know?
Oh, look who's back. Look who's back.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, where are we at with the...
Oh god, this fucking part of the stream. We're gonna.
She left.
I think she
Oh,
left.
did she?
She got mad.
I wanted her to admit that she told me the loving.
Like,
Nope. Oh, we're skipping that.
I
And then with that. Okay, she's back.
Where's news?
Somebody that wants.
Oh,
Or
there goes the
Boogie.
hog
Oh,
right there.
brother.
Listen, tomorrow I'm at fucking Milkers, set a goal. I will go to the biggest fucking Tops or Wegmans in the city and prove how to fucking hold the sign. And I'll say whatever you guys want me to say. Hold it on me. I will fucking do it. I'll see you tomorrow, bitch.
Sounds like somebody that wants a job. That's what that sounded like.
Maybe you should keep in mind because I'm about to flip the fuck out. I'm about to quit right this
You've
fucking.
been doing that all day. Relax.
She has been.
The fifth
She
time
did.
you
I've
quit.
been doing it all day.
I'm doing this. I'm
All
not.
day.
I could either get the fuck.
This is news. This has to be news, huh?
You fucking
Oh, she broke her mic. She broke her mic.
No, not doing it. You know what, Keem? You're not gonna respect me? I quit. Goodbye.
Becky.
Fuck all of you. Fuck you and you and you know.
Becky.
Fuck you, Keem. Fuck you piece of shit. You can't do anything. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it.
What the fuck did I do? I was on the phone.
No, I'm saying fuck everybody because this is the asshole Keem's gonna be after I busted my ass. You not see my eyes all swollen from crying all day? Fuck you, you giant piece of shit. I'm not coming back this time. I quit. Fuck you, Keem.
God damn, Keem, that's a lot of middle fingers. You don't mean that, do you?
Dude, she's just annoying. It's like, come on, bro. This is like the.
And there you have it, y'all. Quote unquote, Becky quit. Becky left the universe. Give me a second. Let me stretch myself out. No, I don't really think Becky truly left. We'll have to wait for today's episode and see if it has been confirmed, right? All right. Well, we'll see what happened. Maybe we'll see it on Mafia Milkers. Maybe we'll. The fuck? What the hell? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just stupid. Okay, never mind. Now, as I said, we'll have to wait later on today to see if she actually, quote unquote, quit the show, if she left or not. There's a chance that it could all just be fake and it's one big psyops, which wouldn't surprise me anymore. But believe it or not, later on the night they did leak a recording. What the fuck?
You guys couldn't just go.
Okay, here we are. So I downloaded this last night. I guess like the local live Discord like went did another round of banning people or just removing accounts. So hopefully you guys can pick this up. We're gonna move into scene 3. Move it here. So we're gonna listen to this bad boy and see what happens, right?
You guys couldn't just go a little fucking easy on me. You wanted to prove to me how disposable I am? You think that felt good, Keem? Guess what? Now I know I'm disposable.
Everybody disposable in the local live universe. It doesn't matter how much money you bring in. It doesn't matter how much viewership or how much of a fandom you create. You're disposable to people like Keemstar. It's just the truth, Becky. You should have known that from the beginning. Wings and Boogie knew that from the
This is
beginning.
official. I completely quit. I don't know how you want to handle the payment, but
I like how she talks about
You know, you
payment.
guys couldn't just go a little fucking
I like it's always about money. It's always about money with Becky. It's never not about money. It's always about money.
easy on me. You wanted to prove to me how disposable I am? You think that felt good, Keem? Guess what? Now I know I'm disposable. This is official. I completely quit. I don't know how you want to handle the payment, but fuck you both for treating me this way. I deserved better, and I wouldn't have done this to either of fucking you.
Yes, you
Mike,
would.
I went out of my way to bust my ass to try to get you back. But I guess loyalty doesn't mean fucking shit around here. And Keem, how dare you fucking say that I'm setting this up for a disability lawsuit? Fuck you. Fuck you. You know, maybe next time before you paint somebody out to be a fucking villain, maybe make sure they have some support. Because when they're getting hated from every fucking angle, no one wants to stick around like that unless they truly are a loser with no other options. You could have treated me with a little bit more kindness than that. You really fucking could have.
Oh, Becky. Oh, Becky, boo. You are a loser. And the reason why you didn't get a lot of back or support was because people didn't like you. People just hated you. And as the show progressed forward with a different little saga this has happened, people just didn't like you more. You're sort of, you know, you messing up Wings and Kelly's relationship by making that even worse. Then you hitting on every guy. Then the whole fake SA allegation, and then you outing Mike, and then you doing this stunt. It makes sense why people don't like you, and people have not liked you for a long period of time. Yeah, you had your whole Becky gang thing, but that didn't last that long. Now what do you expect? You got nothing. You have nothing, and you are nothing. Now, I usually do have a longer stream, but today I just kind of got a call, so I have to go do something in a little bit. So I will be cutting the stream a little shorter. Maybe we'll have a nice stream. Maybe we'll do a longer stream tomorrow to make up today's little loss. I hope you guys liked this little stream I had today. It's really, we're kind of cutting it in. We're cutting it shorter than I want to because I have some things to deal with right now. But thanks everybody for listening, watching, and in company, chatting with me a little bit. With that being said, I do think that Becky, we'll have to wait and see if she is fired or not. We'll have to wait and see. There's more to this, right? But till then, y'all, have a good one. Be safe. Have a good day, have a good morning, have a good night, be safe, and God bless. Till next time. Cue the outro.